I have been muted this entire time. Perfect. That is perfect. Oh, but I need to mute, and then I need to mute myself on the actual. My gosh. Okay. Super noob. Let me start over. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the Alchemist Bride channel. I am the bride, and I will be drawing various things because I am relearning how to draw because I've been muted for 10 minutes and I'm not a professional, and there's a comic that I want to do, and there's a number of weaknesses in my repertoire that I want to get a lot sharper with. So I'm going to be I cannot believe I was muted for 10 minutes. There were some gems in there. I promise. Good morning. Wow. This is my lab where I'm doing an experiment that includes this. My first experiment was a failure, so I'm gonna try again. This episode is called By the Book because I'm literally drawing. I'm glad I didn't start drawing that whole time. That would have been awful because I would have been explaining the drawing and no one would have gotten it. I'm drawing from this book called By the Book because, like I said, I'm an artist, but I want to make a comic and I don't have all the skills that I would like to have. Foreshortening, perspective, they're very uncomfortable for me, and they definitely need to get a little bit stronger for me to be confident in doing a comic. I just decided that I was going to do a bunch of research and start drawing from references and from books and just kind of expand my skills a little bit or attempt to improve them a little bit. So I thought, what better way than to go back to kind of the basics with like how to draw books, which I never actually used. I kind of didn't believe in them. How to draw books, I didn't want somebody else's how to draw book to influence how I drew something. So I had them, but I didn't actually use them all that much. But now, I kind of have a style, and I'm not afraid of trying new things and using references and stuff, though, because it feels less like cheating now and more just like an ability to an opportunity to grow. So I have this book, literally by the book. It's called Anime and Game How to Draw Anime and Game Characters, Volume 4 by Tadashi Ozawa. I'm gonna get lots of books. I'm sure you can find this at the library. The library is a great place just to get resources and stuff because it's free. And I'm super low tech, so I like to get the free things, but I'm going to have other books, but for today I'm using this one because this is the one I had because I'm on top of it, because I definitely wasn't muted for 13 minutes of this stream. So I'm going to get into it. I tried to explain this earlier, but I don't know how to rotate this image. This is the image that I'm working with. Now maybe some of the other images will be right side up. I can't say, but if you want to follow along, this book, it does have pages. Before I thought it didn't have pages, but it does. I'm going to work starting on here. It could be a follow along thing if anybody else is just looking to kind of warm up their skills or try something different. You're totally welcome to draw with me and let me know your findings or how it goes. But I'm going to start here with these heads. I think, like I said, it's sort of a weakness, poses and perspective and foreshadowing. I wish I could have foreshadowed that I muted myself for 13 minutes. Anyway, I'm going to be drawing just kind of some poses that I thought were interesting in here. I don't really have any rhyme or reason to it. I just kind of thought they were cool and they would be good practice. And so I'm going to try them. And then on my next one, I'm going to, the other show is called Reference Point because I'm going to be practicing perspective and backgrounds because I consider myself more of a character artist for sure. And I kind of just skip over doing backgrounds, and I need that to be a strength to be able to do a comic. I want the comic to be really good, and I want to make sure my skills are at least getting to the point where the comic will improve and get better, because I'm writing the comic right now, and the comic's really good, and at least I think it's really good enough for me to want to stream and talk about my process and start drawing it. But yeah, I definitely need to get a little better at drawing. I did October last October, or Inktober last October, and that was eye-opening. I need some practice is all. So I'm gonna start here, like I said, and just get to drawing on this stuff. And I don't, maybe somebody can tell me how to get music at some point, because, you know, lo-fi Twitch and chill music would be great right now, because I don't know how much talking will be happen. No one's here, so nobody actually saw me being muted live. Although if somebody was here live now, they might have told me that I was muted, and that would have been helpful. But you guys will figure me out. All right, let me draw this. Without further ado, let me get on with the experiment today. Dun, 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 dun. See, I do need music. I'm gonna figure that part out. I do have. I mean, you'll see. I'm figuring stuff out. This is all super new to me. I'm totally new to Twitch too, actually. I just thought it was a cool platform and something new and different, and it's a new project, and so I wanted to try something kind of new. And there will be a YouTube channel too. This actually, if you're watching on YouTube, hey, how's it going? All right, so first up, I don't know why they put, for some reason, and you can see it in the drawing, there's some like bee on the forehead. I don't know why they did it, maybe just to show. They don't explain it. See, I could read it too. I could be studious, but let's just try. Just do a side, start with the side profile, and then it tilts its head the way up. This is already, you know, every artist knows there are good drawing days and there are bad drawing days. On good drawing days you can't miss. On bad drawing days it's like, just forget it. Never want to pick up a pen again. I can't help sketching it. I'll clean it up in a second. Keeping an eye on the chat, but nobody's chatting with me, which is actually just fine. I don't know that I'm totally prepared for it. Eyebrows. I guess I'll put the B in because it's there. I'm not a big centerline person. I should be. I don't know. I'm sure. Boy. Make that a little bit more transparent. Okay, draw on top of it. Clean up my lines. I use a thicker brush. I shouldn't. You know what? I'm gonna stay with the smaller brush because I want it to look. I'm happy at least this image is working. The tech is working. Okay, let's see what we got here. I'm gonna draw it as it is, or at least attempt to draw it as it is in the book, and not try to let my style get in the way too much. But you know, you never know. I don't even know. All right. The center line. Got it. Yep. Okay. I don't think I got ears either. This is gonna be interesting. No? Okay. The nose comes across like this. There are some things, I don't know if it's because I draw anime or what, but like I don't draw nostrils a whole lot. I should. I mean, noses are always kind of a tricky thing, I think, for nailing the face, but I'm not. I think I've already accepted this isn't going to be right. It's okay. Just an experiment. Should do a bit of a... Oh, my screen is warm. Anybody else think these screens are hot? This is kind of close. They gave it exaggerated. The other thing too is I wish I had more practice with life drawing and having a model, but you know, getting that is difficult. I'd prefer to do that than how to draw books also. Okay, I guess that kind of looks like it. Oh, I made this too far over, I think. There's that face, right? Upward movement of the head, yeah. Yeah, I was just reading the... yeah, see? Even in the book it says, these pages introduce head movements you can apply to your artwork, provided you master them. Easier said than done, book. Easier said than done. So we have this one. Oh, I didn't do the, she sort of has lips too, I guess. Alright. Let's try another one. Big mistake. All right, next one. So this is, it increases in difficulty. That's not, that's not good. I'll put this on a different layer entirely. I am so sorry I was muted for 13 minutes. I really told myself, you know, not to do that, but it wasn't, like I said, I'm totally new, so I didn't know, you know, how responsive the live would be, and so when I had like my be right back, or you know, starting soon graphics up, it was blank for a while, and I think because I was so worried about it being blank, I sort of forgot to unmute myself. I told myself to do that though. Newbie error. Okay, so, oh, see, I already messed up. There's a curve of the chin. This is why it's tricky. The nose goes up more. This is my center line. It's too much. Wait, this is hard. Okay. It's more like it. Nostril. Nostril. Lip thing. Chin. Okay. The nose is really, here's the eye. Ah, see, this is where I went wrong. Better. Better. Oh, she's looking up. She or he. Does that look? I don't know. The neck needs to be in more. I see. All right, that's closing in on more correct. I sketch until I'm ready to really draw it. I am very sloppy. All right, the eyebrows follow the curve of the forehead. So we've got the center line came across, up, goes here like this. Eyebrows are here, curve of the forehead. That's this, what they're talking about. So I'm on this middle one in the picture. I know it's tilted. Again, I don't know how to untilt it. If somebody can explain that to me later, awesome. All right, so let me see if I can get these really more. I would like to eventually be able to hand draw some of this. I don't have like a rig or kind of camera that does that. I thought I could do it through my phone, but I couldn't figure it out. So maybe if somebody knows how to do that too. I need help is what I'm saying. This is a particularly difficult. I don't know if it would be as difficult if I was not trying to draw this pose from something. Have to get it accurate. This is kind of a hard angle. I feel like these ears are very chunky. This is not how I would draw ears. Again, it's by the book. I'm trying to draw it how it is in the book. And that is easier said than done. I don't know, that doesn't look right to me. What do you think? Kind of hoping somebody just randomly wanders in here. What's this about? Only to be incredibly disappointed. Oh. Nope. Nope. This way. I don't know. I guess that's okay. It's so hard. I'm used to drawing hair and stuff, right? I also want to make the neck skinnier than it is. Ugh. Okay. So that's that. I think. I'm going to move on because I think that's that. I'm going to put it next to this one and see. Yeah, you know, I don't know. It's definitely looking more up. I think. That's better. I had the nose getting. All right, third one. Here we go. So this is a big up, looking up perspective. It's tricky too. I don't even know if I would attempt this head pose without reference. I don't think I would, but maybe. Because it's so, you never really see, I mean, you never see this pose, right? It's such an important one. It's so dynamic though. Because then it's looking at something and storytelling, looking up, you know. It's part of it. It helps you control the narrative. It's so quiet. I really would like to know how to get music. Is it in here? Where would it be, you guys? Maybe. I'm looking into it. Hang on. Essentials. I'm using Streamlabs. Where's music? I'm gonna type in music. Nothing real. Oh, maybe I have to pay for it to have it. I'm on the free everything. Like I told you, this is. General? Man. Maybe I could just like Twitch music? Oh. Soundtrack by Twitch? Okay. Use soundtrack web player? Maybe? Music playing. I will set up virtual multi-track audio features that prevent soundtrack music from being included in VODs or clips. I don't know if I will. It's just super quiet. I will just sit. I don't know how to do that. Oh, now I'm scared. I don't want to get kicked off. I just started. Someone tell me how the music works. You can just use it, right? What? I didn't think it would be so quiet, but it's very, very quiet and lo-fi, EDM. It's okay. Oh, this is better. I wonder if it'll just loop. 'Cause it's like a station. Like Spotify for Twitch, right? Oh, hang on. So I think maybe if I put it on YouTube, I can't. to figure that out. I guess. Maybe. I like it though. More options. I don't know. I guess I can't do music yet. I have to look into it. I didn't think that far ahead. I didn't realize it would be this quiet. Maybe. Yeah. All right, back to my drawing. Wow. Oh. You don't learn anything from doing it right the first time. Here. Such a, it's already a weird angle. The ear has to be like right in the right spot. The eye has to be this distance. This distance I think is really important. Okay. All right. This kind of curve here. 40 minutes and I've drawn 2.5 heads. I really want to get to the poses in this book though. I have another hour and a half, so with this magic. This chin is really like basic shape. Nose. Right. And you have the lips right under it. And then the chin is, I mean, probably 1, 2.5. Bottom of the lip. This is the chin, like this part right into the lip. Before the chin protrudes. The indent? I don't know. I need to take anatomy too. Let's see. I would have never put an ear down here if I was just drawing this off the top of my head. And I don't know that, yeah, I might put a little less ear than even it says. I know I said I'd follow along, but that was a lot of ear. I guess I'll do it. I said by the book, right? It's wild. Okay. And then just not as thick. Okay. This is really good practice. I would not. I mean, normally when I sit down to draw, I draw what I want, right? And that's part of the problem because you draw what you want. You can draw it how you want. And you draw it how you know to draw it. I see I already have too much ear. I know I did this wrong. Because all of this section is too long. Everything's relative. I guess this needs to be more like that. Okay. And then it looks like the head comes all the way like to the middle of the neck. I had it wrong. Or like that. That doesn't look right. It looks so elongated. There. Kind of close, kind of close. This is gonna be, oh, you don't even really see this much of it. There's that one eye. It doesn't have eyelashes, but. I do feel like a little Bob Ross. It's so quiet. I just like whispering into the nothing. Sketch. Okay. So if we put in the center line, guide. Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty close. I wouldn't say I've mastered it, as the book would like me to, but. I accidentally put the slender line on the wrong layer. I think it's weird to me that you can see the top crease of the eye from this angle, at least according to this, but some of it is just what looks better, right? It doesn't have to be technically perfectly accurate. Too much? Too much. So here are the poses as they're laid out, where they're looking up, upward movement of the head. So she's obviously moving her head upwards this way. Yeah. All right. That's that one. Let's try a new one. Let's try, here, I will share it. Again, don't know if, oh, downward movements of the head. No. No. This is still, okay, this is the other page. Okay, so this is actually angles. So we had these angles and the head was moving up. Same angle, but it's moving down. Try that. Let's see if I can get a little bit faster. I'm actually usually pretty fast at drawing, but you know, referencing something always takes longer. If I was drawing just freehand, much easier. Is it downward? The forehead jutting out hides the eyelids and the eyebrows, and the eyelashes overlap. The eyebrows and the eyelashes overlap. Oh, interesting. Okay. Again, I wouldn't think that intuitively, but that's what the book says. I feel down angles is slightly easier. I mean, not that any of it's really all that easy, but. I do want music again, though. I'm not sure how to separate it from YouTube without muting myself. That's what I'm afraid of. I don't know if there's a separate like audio channel. I gotta look into it. There will be sound at one point. Okay, so the eyebrows overlap with the eyelashes, I guess. Even if they're not matte, it's just regular. All right. So far, so good. Looking like the book-ish. No. Okay. This eye feels like it's down here. Yeah, that looks right. It's funny. You wouldn't think it would because of how much lower it is on the face. I mean, look, the 2/3, you know, most of the face is up here, and then there's this little section, but you consider the eyes being up. So anyway, intuitively, as a reminder, you know, forms are where they are and shapes are where they are, and so draw what you see type of thing. It's a good reminder because it does ultimately look right. If I put the eyes where I thought I wanted them to be, it would look wrong. That's the thing, you want the illusion of it looking right. Even if it's not real, you want it to look believable, whatever format it is. That's the trick. And if you have stuff in the wrong spots, like I do. Oof. And the nose is more. I'm fighting my own, you can see I'm fighting my own like tendencies, which is good. You know, break some of these habits. This is even, I feel like even more than I did, maybe, but it's weird with no eyeballs too. Ah, should be looking at you. When you put the eyeballs in, it starts to make a little bit more sense. And then maybe if it had hair. See, I'm going off book, which I'm not supposed to do, but if it had hair, then it could potentially look like that. I don't draw my eyes in that shape normally, but this is a good representation, I think, of that angle. Let's try one more. I think this is the last head. This is a strange angle, actually, because it's not really that tilted, but it is slightly tilted. This one here has this kind of curve. Like this. Wow. Not that. Let me do it again. Right, and then this one here looks like it'll be more like that. I'll put all the heads together and look at them. Also, if there are any recommendations of how to draw books, I'll take them. I'm just gonna go with whatever I kind of find. They don't even have to be all that good. They just need a couple good poses or two, maybe. Actually, the center line I've been putting in the wrong spot because it lines up with the ear in like the middle. Okay, good to know. Okay, let's try again. Not again, but top. Little chin. Curve. Comes up. Jawline. It seems so. No, too much. It's, you never know until you kind of put your lines down. Okay, alright. Better. Side looks like it comes up. Side's under it. I don't know why you'd use this angle. I don't know enough about the different angles and storytelling, but knowing how to do more angles is better than not. This is more slight, so it's more subtle. Center line back in, we'll check it. The neck is important too. I feel like I misplace my neck a lot of the time. Alright, they put in this little, side nose thing. Alright, there's that one. Oops. Do it again. Okay, so we have this one. And then the original three. Let's take a look. Alright, those are some heads in different positions. This one still looks wrong. That's what I think the problem is. I think I made the cheek too wide. Maybe I didn't though. Subtle. Placement matters. Makes a big difference. Okay. Faces by the book. Alright. I will turn to my next thing. It's more dynamic. This is poses and running type stuff. Again, important, not necessarily intuitive or easy. Let me bring it up if I can. Oh, all right, that one's right. So you could actually follow this one to some degree. Okay. So we've got first one up, Running Man. Drawing from this event, will make it easier to like learn from other reference too, like a photo. It makes it easier to break it down if you've done something like this too. Then you can know where stuff is. Also just doing like skeleton type stuff. I'm notoriously bad at sizing properly. There's no other arm. The height of the fist is proportionate to the runner's speed. As the pace increases, the fist may rise to the level of the face. Oh, okay, so if they're running faster, tip of the foot rise. Oh, this has to look more like a tip. Yeah, that's true. Try to make poses like this dynamic. They're supposed to be dynamic. The one on the far right is the most dynamic of the three. That's the one I would probably use. But if you have multiple people running, they can't all be in the same pose. So it helps to have, again, multiple poses to work with. Just more options. Okay. I know that's really sloppy. Hang on. I'm coming. I'm coming with the detail. You could do hands, just hands, for months, if you wanted. All right, looking like it-ish, I guess. Okay. Notice how low the neck is within the, here's the top, and like this is the base of the neck. And then here's the other shoulder coming up. Again, things you wouldn't assume intuitively based on what you think you know about the body and where the body is supposed to be or supposed to pose. This is the leg that's weird, the push-off leg. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I agree with this pose. It's worth exploring. I don't know, does it look like he's running? If it does, mission accomplished. Middle layer. I missed here somewhere. One of these is off, but oh well. And they've got circles showing you where the elbow joint, shoulder joint, the wrist, this knee, this knee. This circle's a little bit bigger than this circle. This a little smaller, just cause it's further back. In theory. Yeah, right? Looks like the dude on the left, number 6. Alright. I'll move number 6 over. Let's go. I'm going to skip number 5. I'm going to go to number 4, the more dynamic of the two poses. Again, I'm going to start too big, but oh well. I'll fix it later. Something else I have to fix when I go to work on a comic. Told you. I'll go back in and fix it. Just wanted to get the proportion right. Oh, it looks like actually on this, here's the ankle, here's the top of the foot. See, it helps. It's all about relative, right? This knee hits here. This lines up with the, between the legs here. That's why they put them in. Okay, sketch looks close. I do need music. And a comb. Mad scientist is supposed to have crazy hair, right? So it fits. Oh, we do see a thumb. I was just about to say we don't see any thumbs, but we do. The chest is much lower than I would expect. This shoulder drop is really important. About this head. The nose in absolutely the wrong place. Yeah, it's better. Okay. And we've got spin the neck. Big round neck. Again, very low. All right, circle here, circle here. The note says the arm swung away from the viewer appears smaller. Yeah, so it's smaller here. Shoulder, shoulder, wrist, elbow. Okay, let's get onto the legs. Close. Ankle, knee. Smaller. Finish out this hip area. All right. So we have the figure running. If we put them on top of each other like this. Right. A little too fast here. Yeah, it looks like the weight is shifting. That's believable. Pretty good. We'll go with that. All right, that was running poses. Let's see what else we got in here. No, it's been so long, I'm forgetting. Again, this is anime and game characters. Volume 4. I don't know if the cover is the same. This is an old version. Tadashi Ozawa. I don't know if this is a gift. I don't think I've ever used this book. Oh, upward perspective. Okay, now we're getting into perspective stuff. See, this is where it gets hard. Drawing faces and stuff is cute and fun. This is, you know, skill building, and anyone can learn it. Some of us need to work a little harder than others. Let's see. Find it. Yep. All right, this is what I'm looking at. It's gonna turn it again. I don't know. I don't know why, but that's okay. Maybe it's just trying to fit in the box, but I'm gonna work on downward perspective. All right. I'm just gonna do the pose in the bottom. It's kind of the most interesting to me. I'm not sure why, but I'm gonna go with it. The head is very large. Trying to place everything roughly. Before totally hammering down. This leg is long. Hand is big. The fingers in this one are really complicated too. I'm not even sure entirely what he's doing. Maybe it's like a grapple? You got somebody? I don't know. Let's see. Thoughts on this pose? Clavicles down here. All right. It's not totally right, but it's a start. So face isn't the point here, but obviously the face matters. All right. Shoulder coming in here. This whole section. Add contour line to emphasize the arm muscles. Okay. So this is really good practice. It's kind of, hey, DB Sharksky. Oh, you already left, but hey, thanks for popping in. Sharksy? DB Sharksy. Come back another time, and I will say hello live when you are there. I didn't look up. However, what was I saying? I got so distracted. I didn't expect to see somebody in the chat. Now we're 22 in, but that's all right. That's great. I don't remember what I was gonna say. I'll follow up on it later. Maybe it'll come back to me. Ooh, and that arm is like, this is all too close. Maybe, I think it's okay. I'm just gonna turn it and kind of move it over here. Because I think I didn't pay attention to the negative space. Like in here, this whole shape, this section in the drawing, so negative space helps too. Man, I wish I knew what I was saying. I really was gonna have a good point there. Oh, I know. I was saying that this is good practice because it's taking some of the thinking out of it, which is nice. It feels low risk. It feels, I wouldn't say meditative. I wouldn't go as far as meditative, but it is relaxing. All right, looping in there. It was just like, hey-o, and then peaced out. Oh, totally fine with me. It's because I don't have music. That's what it is. So if it, I guess I don't understand the music. Like, if it's only, like, there's going to be a video on demand version of this stream when it's over, which I'm going to learn about after it's done. And I think it'll be on my profile. So does that mean on Twitch, if you stream, it's only for the live stream and then it doesn't show up on the on demand version, like right after? I don't know. I don't know how it does that. See, that's what I have to find out. Again, I'm not looking to get kicked out on my, like, first day. I got first day. I got first day anxiety. Not square enough. That's the other thing I need to learn in this experiment is how to draw men better. I draw women a lot. Just because I like female characters, so I draw them more. But there are many male characters in my comic, and I need to get much better at their, you know, bodies and stuff. Much better. Let's see how long the thumb is. You would not think that. First comes up. Like that shape, yeah. Not really sure how this hand is. I'm not sure what it's doing. Just making it kind of hard to draw. I also think I made the thumb just a little too long. Better. I don't know. I'm looking at the how to draw. Oh. I can see. This needs to be more up here-ish. This is a nice thing about drawing on a computer. You can just kind of move stuff and not have to totally redraw everything. I mean, I really do like the feel of the pencil. I commonly sketch in my sketchbook first. I don't have the Apple iPad or any of that type stuff. Procreate. But when I started doing animation, that's when I decided I really needed a, you know, I really needed more of a digital drawing format. And I like it. I'm just not great at it. Maybe I will be, who knows. Alright, so now sort of given up on the hand. I'm more interested in how this leg is. Oh, hey, no, you came back. Are you still there? Oh, you got pulled away again. I want to answer your questions. Wait, maybe if I, oh, hello. My keyboard's all the way over here. Not a mouse. Mouse, a tablet. I answered. Oh, you are. It says 0. It says 0. Maybe I'm not looking in the right place. But I'm happy that you're here. Hello. Yeah, I don't know. There's a little person. I don't know. If you're new to this, this is my first day, and my little Twitch thingy says there's 0 with a little person. But I don't, maybe that's the followers thing or something. I'm not sure, but excited to see somebody in the chat. Feels a little bit lonely. I was saying I don't know how to make the music happen, so it's just quiet. Yes, first stream. First stream. So what was that? What did I get? Oh, you're following! That is so exciting! Oh, hello! Hi! Huzzah! Huzzah, friend! Yeah. It's my first stream, and I don't know how to play music, and I was muted for the first 13 minutes of it. And I am just experimenting with a drawing book, trying to get better at drawing. And that's what this whole channel is basically going to be until I'm ready to make my comic, which I will be doing hopefully later this year. Assuming I learn how to draw like I'd like to, or at least get a little bit closer. It's a process. See, I'm already messing up this hand. I need to definitely get better at all of this before I take on a bigger project like a comic, trying to do weekly pages especially. But I do plan on launching on a webtoon, unless I hear about something better before then. So like I said, I think this is almost done. Yeah. So if you have questions, I am watching. But mostly, I'm just sitting here and kind of drawing. I don't know if man, this hand is brutal. I feel like I need to draw this hand separately and then place it. It's not totally ready to give up this hand yet. I'm drawing the thing on the far right, but the hand is, I'm just gonna ignore the hand for now. The rest of the pose, pretty good. Oh, cool. Oh, yay! Oh, it's a first for both of us then. How very exciting. I'm so happy somebody randomly dropped in. Very cool. Yes, you've never been in somebody's first stream. Ta-da! It is as awkward as you would expect, or semi-unprofessional, but I like it. It's fun. I've been talking to no one this whole time, and just kind of hoping somebody would drop in. So that is exciting. I've never had somebody in my stream before, so that's exciting. Like I said, first all around, exciting stuff. New year, new format. Okay. Yeah, so keep following. I'll be back on Thursday. Oh, good. Oh, I'm glad it's not awkward. I'm glad. You never know. Somebody else might think it's awkward, though. But I'm glad you're picking up what I'm putting down here. I'm coming back on Thursday, and I'm drawing something like backgrounds. Because I don't know how to do backgrounds or like perspective very well. I can like kind of do it, but I'm going to work on some backgrounds and stuff, hopefully, and be able to put them in the comic that I'm doing later. So anyway, next pose. I'm moving on from this one. Okay, now I have upward perspective. This is the book I'm using. Called Anime and Game Characters, Volume 4. Are you an artist by chance? Or are you just hanging out? Oh, you're new to art. Awesome. Okay, so kind of me too. That's why I'm here. I'm drawing from this book right now. How to Draw Anime and Game Characters, Volume 4. It's super old. It's probably at the library. Hopefully you have a library and a library card. If not, it's totally free and super easy. Our library is really nice. And it has a ton of like anime and manga style stuff, or just kind of art stuff in general. But I'm using the books because I know how to draw, but I want to learn how to draw better and differently and just kind of expand my ability. So I'm kind of using references, kind of a, I don't know, not a starting point, but just a recalibration point. And then I'm kind of trying to figure out, no, they're going to close it? Oh, that's sad. They're closing your library? Is it a small town? Don't tell me where you're from, but is it a small town? We have like, I mean, I live in a pretty big city, so there's like 3 or 4 libraries to choose. Like I could walk to them, and they're both really nice. Cornfields. Oh, I feel you. Well, I bet you, I do have, just randomly, if you're looking, I can't recommend this book yet. I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's good. It just is. And I have it. Any of these books are probably good, depending. I'm going to use a bunch of different books, and I'm going to list them in my, I don't even know what to call it, I guess my profile, and then I'll have like, you can go on my materials and then it'll show all the books that I will be using, but this is my first stream, so this is the only book I've been using so far. But I will have other reference books, and I don't know that they're all that expensive, depending, and you could get them used. Yeah. But I'm just picking it because I wanted to do poses, and it felt easy enough to be able to do. So that's cool that you're new to art. Oh, I love it. Art is something anybody can learn at any time. So that's exciting. I've been doing it forever, but that's why I need to do this, because it's like I've been doing I built some bad habits that I need to break. So yeah, that's, do you stream? Are you streaming your art? Should I follow you? This is weird. I expect to hear voices and then like more like a Zoom, but it's words, but I read fast, so that's okay. As long as I'm paying attention. I should put you, wait, hang on, let me go to my other screen. Maybe it'll pop in here. We'll see. Maybe we just like show, oh wait. Oh, hey, haha, it worked. Abstract stuff. First time with a references is key. You don't. Oh, who does? But, yeah, I think references are, you don't have to stream with your face if you don't want to. I read it in the thing. Oh no, why'd the chat box go away? That's annoying. That's weird. I'm going to work on. There's so many kinks. I'm glad you're here because there are so many kinks I need to work out on this. I wonder if it like deletes them after a while. I don't want them to do that. I will figure that out. Or I guess I'll go back to my other window if it's not going to work. But using references is probably the best way to learn. And even drawing from life, I think, is the really absolute best way to learn, as long as people are okay with being drawn, or you're very sleuth-like and they don't have to know that you're drawing them. I used to draw on the train a lot. Just random people. I don't like drawing at restaurants because I don't want people to like be watching. Like, I don't like when people are watching me eat, so I'd feel bad just watching them eat, but that could be. Oh, I love Appa! Wait, stay right there. Hang on. This is my buddy. I take him everywhere. I love that you referenced Appa. I know. I know. He's so fluffy, but like he's so smushed because he's very loved. He used to be fluffier. His limbs are all floppy. He doesn't have any stuffing in here anymore. And yeah. He's kind of sad now. But oh, Appa's my favorite. I did a blind bag with the little bag tag things that you can get, and I got an Appa, and I was so excited. I got it at GameStop for all of $5, and it was pretty much the best. Appa's my favorite. Yeah, and he's fun to draw. I like drawing animals too. I feel like they're easier than people. He's got a lot of big. Get a dog. Yeah, or a dog bed. Like Appa, if you're learning how to draw Appa, it's big shapes, right? He's got big circle and another big circle, and then like kind of like an oval for his tail. It's just a lot of circles. You know, you can get to Appa quickly. Appa's a good starting point if you're referencing him. He's good. Oh, I love Appa. I'm gonna draw Appa later. I'm so excited you referenced Appa. Are you excited about the live action? This is probably weird for anybody who's not actually live right now. We'll be watching this later because it's just me relaying it, but that's okay. I'm into this conversation. Yes, okay, apparently. They're making a live action and they're also making Like, I think they're going into the future, so you'll finally get, like, a young adult Zuko and a young adult Katara and a young adult, like, the gang, or the Aang. What do they call them? The gang? But you get, like, the sequel we wanted. I'm not saying that Korra was bad. I'm saying what we wanted was more of that. I don't know if it's as far as Korra. I don't think it's, like, it's, like, maybe 10 years. Like, they're adults. I don't know. I'm not sure what we're getting, but I would like more of it, mostly because I want more Appa stuff. He is best. He is best Fluffy. Truly best Fluffy. But yeah, maybe I should I'll do a fan art Friday here soon. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. If the Appa's not good, just forget it. I will also judge them on their Appa, especially if it's CGI, but I hope they'll make it good. Solely on their Appa, and they could lose some credit on their Momo too, depending on how that goes. But yeah, excited to see that. I'll have to do a fan art Friday with Appa. I'll start with Appa just for you. I'll let you know when it is though. They're not all the time. They're not scheduled. It's not this Friday, but I'll do one, and I'll for sure, I'll write it down. I'll do Appa. I'll put him on my list, and I'll get around to him once I find my pencil. My desk is kind of crowded right now. Yep. Appa for fan art Friday. Do I have a Discord? No, I'm on Discord. I don't have anything. I have a YouTube. You can follow me on there's links in my profile. You can follow me on YouTube. You can follow me on Instagram to a degree, not under the Alchemist Bride though. But yeah, mostly just like the links here. I don't have a Discord. I like Discord though. I think Discord's a fun format. I'm just on it. I'm in some other groups. I'm in a Sailor Moon group. And I'm in like a Dungeons and Dragons group. That's my other Discord group. Oh, and like a Discord art group. But I don't go on a lot. Go on every once in a while. But yeah, I'm a fan. But mostly just, I'm trying to keep it as knowing I'm streaming. Yeah, well, there's a schedule. I don't have any viewers yet, but I will. I have you, and then when I have more, I will let them know. But it will be every Tuesday and every Thursday for the next several months. So that's gonna be like pretty easy to count on, I think. It's the best I can do right now. But I'm not all over everything, like internet stuff. I try to keep my hours too, like, so I don't go crazy. I'm not trying to do everything all the time 24/7. But yeah, that's why I have the schedule Tuesdays, Thursdays right now, and I'll do some fan art Fridays, but I'll let people know ahead of time for sure. Yeah, I should probably get things. Maybe I'll make an Instagram. I don't know. This is good for now. This is my first time, so I'm testing the water to see how this went. Somebody else subs so I can be... Oh, I don't even think I can get subs yet. I think I need so many followers and then I can get subs. I'm not sure, but I'm not sure how it works yet. I feel like the more I do it, the more I'm going to learn about it. Just like the more I start drawing, the more I'm going to learn about that. So, I don't know. I got so distracted by Appa, I forgot, like, what I was going to draw. But that is the best possible distraction there is. He's just sitting. Now I just want to... I'll just do Mondays with Appa, and I'll just sit. I'll just sit and hang out with him, and just whoever else. Yeah, I need to do work, like, he's got holes. I've stitched him up before. I'm not great at sewing, but hang on. He's got a hole, like, up here. I keep finding them, and I'm like, no, Appa, no, your essence. He's supposed to have a hump right here. It's all flattened out. And like I said, his little arms, his throat, he doesn't even have his tag. This is his tag. This was an original from the Nickelodeon store. His tag's all, look at this. It looks like a feather. It's rough. But he is truly, he's my comfort. He's my pillow buddy. I sleep with him every night. I took him on a trip, and I took him through a museum, and took pictures with him staring at the paintings. And everyone was like, okay, cool, you weirdo. And I was like, took him on a plane. People were like, who's your friend? And then I had to explain. I was like, this is my flying bison Appa. And they were like, all right, cool. Because it's popular, but it's not like, I don't know what else is yeah. I don't know if they thought it was cool. It was kind of weird, but it was, yeah, Appa art appreciation, exactly. It was a good time. He did like it. He likes landscapes a lot. And abstract art also. So yeah. So I think it's so weird if I'm in a chat. I think it's so weird that the chat. Oh, I wonder if I can bring the chat window into my thing. And it'll just come up. Maybe that'll work. Because I feel like if people watch this again, it would make more sense if it looks like a two-way conversation. I'm just talking to myself, which I'm not. Chat box. Okay. Yeah. And do it. What if I put it like here? I don't know if it'll come up or not. You can't. You're right. You can't mess up abstract at all. It is what it is. You feel how you feel about it. And it's fun, and it's about color and shape. Yeah, and it's relaxing. And it's up for interpretation. I think all art is, but that in particular, for sure. Oh, I'm so happy. My very first watcher is an Appa fan. That's just like the most exciting. It made my day. I can't even tell you. So exciting. I should ditch the whole channel and just call it Drawing with Appa. That's it. Just all Appa. All day long. Clearly that's where the passion is. That's where the love is. I know. Oh, so good. Oh, you can't see. Wait. She did answer. It's so dark on my... see there. So, see. Okay, but you're definitely watching this now, so does that mean you won't watch it if it's, now that it's still this channel? That fades away! That drives me crazy! I've got to figure that out. That's got to be visual settings. Why does it do a always show? No. Chat delay. No. Oh, okay. You would even harder. Go harder. Even more. Gosh, I really want to know because I love your chat. This conversation's so good, but I don't know why it's fading away after it comes up. It's driving me crazy. I don't know what that is. Do you know? Well, you don't stream, so you don't have the interface. Oh, man. I gotta find... So I need somebody to watch to tell me where... Because I think it's weird that it fades away. Why would it fade away? I don't want it to do that. I want to keep it forever and ever. Because any conversation with Appa needs to be remembered until... Okay, I guess I'll just delete this one. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I do. Okay. All right. I'm going to figure that out at some point. First, I write that down too. How to keep the chat window going. That's all right. Maybe I can get, let's see, maybe I can get one more of these drawings in. Because that one's pretty much, that's as good as that's getting. Although it's annoying too, I will also say, if you ever do decide, I don't know how to turn this image here, I'm gonna try a new one. Let's move on to my next one. Is that what I want to do? Okay, you can see what that is. Again, this is all just from this book, and I picked them randomly. I was just like, this looks like a cool pose. That looks like a cool pose. This is all fine. Yeah, okay. Ah, see. Yeah, so I can't turn it. Use a third-party software such as Restream to create a chat box overlay. I am using a third-party software, and it does have a little chat box, and the chat box does come up, but then the chat box messages fade away. And I don't want the message, see, so the chat box is here, but then the messages fade away over time, and I don't want them to do that. Maybe that just always show messages has to show up. Maybe. Why would it fade away? Like, I see it up there for a very short period of time, and then it goes away. I know. I wish I knew. We're going to learn together. Maybe it'll stay up there now that I have the thing checked. But watch it. Watch, though. Oh, no, I got you. I got you. I just... Maybe it'll... Because before it was fading away, but now it won't. All right. Now I'm just... Appa and I are just going to sit here and wait to see. Okay, I don't think it's fading away anymore. I just needed to check. Oh, look, you've already helped with the problem. Yeah, it's the problem solving has been really, really helpful. What else can I hack out? Do you know how to get? I got to figure out music. The music is my next big. I'm gonna try music next. Oh, Appa and I are so happy right now. We figured out a chat box. I have a follower. This is very exciting. I'm definitely gonna do an Appa for you when I do a fan art Friday, for sure. I don't have any Appa art now that I'm thinking about my like prints and stuff. I have an Azula. I have Katara. I need a Zuko and an Appa hard. I mean, who doesn't? Zuko and Appa are just best everything. I think Appa, this is unpopular opinion or popular opinion, I'm not sure. I think Appa is the best animal companion in all of everything. Like, it's like Appa and then maybe, I don't even think there's a close second. Maybe Iago from Aladdin. Or the tiger. I think Appa's the best one. Well, whether I'm right or not, that's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. The toads in Naruto. Better than Appa? No. Okay. All right. Good. I mean, agree. Yeah. For sure. Oh, yeah, there's some good animal companions out there. I wish I had it. They make me want, I had a pet. I don't have a pet anymore, but I wish I did. Yeah, Appa #1. Yeah, you can rank them all. Rank your top 10 right now. Maybe my fan art Friday will just be animal buddies. The whole thing will just be honoring animal buddies the whole time. I'm totally fine with that. The cutest is so... That's so wild. I didn't plan that or anything. He's just always here. He's big fun. This thing is huge, by the way. He's at least 3 feet. Taking my whole he's like 3 feet tall. He's a big guy. Look at his paws. These were they don't make these anymore. They do make them, but they don't make them as large. Honestly, I hope they start. There's a guy who goes to conventions who I sat on He-Man has that tiger. I don't know his name. I'm sorry. I'm not like a avid I know there should be more companions. A He-Man, like the big tiger, but it was life size, and so I took a picture on it. And that same artist who goes to conventions and like creates these photo booths area is working on an Appa, but I don't know what convention he'll be at next. But it'll be like a life-size Appa that you can, yip and ride on. And I can't wait. I hope he comes to my area. I'm not sure where he is. I'm gonna find the artist that does it. If I think about it. Oh yeah, no, definitely awesome. Getting on. I mean, and then you take the picture and you're like so tiny, and then it's life size. Gosh, I wish I could remember the name of the tiger from He-Man too. Okay, animal companions. Do the Zords count? I'm gonna say the Zords count from Power Rangers. All the Monster High. I'm just looking at things on my desk now. The Monster High companions. Yeah, I would love to ride on. I'd like to ride on pretty much anything. A bear, a lion, all the stuff that probably would kill you given the opportunity. I'd like to ride on a tiger. I respect them too much to like try, but I would try. Yeah. I really want to see a polar bear in the wild. Life goal. Love polar bears. It's probably like Appa so much because he's like polar bear adjacent because he's so big and so cuddly. And if I was gonna get a dog, it would be like a giant. It would have to have some Appa vibes to it. Oh, see, if you streamed, you could show pictures of your baby. I'm just saying, then we could see it. You could email it to me. My email, and then I could see. How fuzzy. Fan art Friday. Fan art Friday. Draw what you love. That's the best way to keep drawing too. If you're working on your art, just drawing what you love. So, not that I love this. I don't. I draw what I love all the time, which is the problem now. I need to learn like this kind of stuff. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try again. One more pose before the stream's over at noon, my time. So we've got like 10 minutes. But again, I'll be back Thursday if you're still looking for art stuff. But I'm doing backgrounds. I'm not doing poses. But if you want to check out backgrounds, I'll get back to the learning aspect of this experiment. I'll go back to my. But I wonder then if I do. If I put the chat in here, if I don't lose you, or if it'll just be too much. We'll see. I'm gonna try it for a little while. Oh, same time zone. Hey, Central Time Zone. Best time zone. I don't know. That's not really. Is there a best time zone? Maybe Australia's time zone because they get it first. Like the first, like they turn. The new year becomes the new year first, I think, where they are. So they're like in the future. So maybe they're the best time zone. But otherwise, let's go. Let's go CST crowd. Best crowd. All right. One more pose. I can definitely do this. Okay. Here we go. I am going to try this dude with the palm. I'm going to also figure out how to flip these so you could follow along like better. But before I do, I'll probably have more with this book next week. So before your library closes, if you want to follow along, my notes, you can. But I will be hopefully finding some more books and stuff. What kind of books do you have any books? You have any recommendations? What are you using How to Draw right now? I'll find it. I'll find it if I can. Or if any, maybe you're just using the internet. That's so easy. Or maybe just Discord. That's fine too. Not Discord, Twitch. I don't even know. You asked me if I had a Discord. I'm like, nope, I don't. Streams in YouTube. Yeah, YouTube. There's one on YouTube called. This isn't a plug. I just found it recently because it inspired me to do it myself. But they Drawing with Waffles. My friend recommended me to her. She follows her, and she draws like all kinds of stuff. And she redrew her first sketchbook, and so I wanted to redraw my first sketchbook. That was challenging and time consuming, but she's fun to watch. She's entertaining if you're looking for another YouTuber that does art. I have another channel on YouTube. It's in my under my profile. I call them my flower girls now because the Alchemist Bride, but it's called Bellossoms, and I animated a show, and so in my channel I have some. Peter Draw. Oh, that sounds familiar. Yeah, that sounds familiar. On my channel though too, I had before this one, I have some How to Draw but it more relates to like animation. So I have some drawings of me sketching and then some drawings of me doing just like different characters and stuff. Not a lot, but there's a whole section on the channel that says like Bellossoms Draws, and then you can see some of my older drawing videos in there. And I'm still doing some stuff there, but because I'm branching out to do this new comic, I just kind of created a new channel for that content, and this is part of that content, but I do have the Bellossoms stuff too, and that's got some, I wouldn't call it how to draw, although I'll probably get there soon. But that's more like kid oriented, but I'm still drawing like Mulan and Sailor Moon, and I don't have any Naruto yet, and I don't have any Appa. Those are things I need to work on getting. Yeah, but you can check that out too if you're looking. But yeah, Peter Draws. I'm gonna look that up. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. I'm taking notes. I'm taking notes for next time. I'm gonna follow up. I love the information sharing because honestly, I've been living in not a bubble, but like I don't know a lot of other artists. I'm the artist out of most of the people I know. So by getting to know other people that are learning how to draw, I'm hoping to get more resources and learn how to draw myself, and then we can all create art together, which is awesome. More people making stuff, the better. I think it's awesome. Let's go. Peter Draws. I got it. I got Peter Draws, and I got Appa for Fan Art Fridays. And any other fuzzy little friends that you come up with between now and then. Yeah. Yeah. She was good. I'm trying to think of the other ones. There's just some ones that are like also pep talks too. Just like what other artists or what artists don't tell you about, I don't know. Yeah, it is nice. It is especially with the cornfield thing happening. But I told you I live like in a larger city. They're not shutting down our library anytime soon. But yeah, out of my friend group, I'm one of the only committed artists. So yeah, finding other ones is kind of tricky. But it's exciting. I'm glad there are more. I like it. I feel like they all, like, I don't know, already know each other or found each other. But I'm still looking for folks. For exactly that, just information. How do you do this? How do you do that? How do you make the chat box go? How do you make music? How do you not mute for the first 13 minutes of your stream like I did? Oh, I did that. You'll have to tell me if I'm muted next time. That was bad. That's how I started my stream. Rookie mistake. I was muted for the first 13 minutes. At least I caught it early enough. Although, yeah. Rookie mistake. I'm so, I don't know if embarrassed isn't the word, but I'm like, of course I was muted for the first part of it. It's all right. I wasn't saying anything all that important anyway, but let's see if I can get this guy. Is there anything in particular you're trying to get? You're really new, right? What are you trying to learn how to draw? Like, what is your goal? What do you want to be able to draw the most? Like characters or your own thing or? I can try to help with what I know. I admit though, my knowledge is limited to what I know, but that's, why you talk to other people, right? Everybody knows something different. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to revisit this book next week because I did not, exploring all the possibilities. There's so many. That's fun. That's fun. That's how I feel. Like, this is actually really fun right now. Like I said, I have another channel, and I spent the last several years kind of just drawing that one type of thing. And this is why I'm doing this, because I just really wanted to branch out and try something else that was not that for a while. Because I mean, like I said, I was doing animation, so the animation was so time consuming and it's so much redrawing the same stuff over and over. I miss having all the possibilities and oh yeah, no, totally, you're all over the place. And that's fun. That's great. Because you can just kind of, there's no wrong way to do it. Everything is cool. Everything is fun. But how to draw books, I will say, give at least some structure. Man, I wish I had a better one. I'm going to find some better ones. But yeah. Oh, it took me, I learned it and then I did it. And it's fun. I want to get better at that too. That's another thing I want to get better at, which is kind of these poses and stuff too. But it's a lot of drawing. I'll tell you that. It's a lot of drawing. It's not just up one drawing and it looks cool. It's just one drawing after another drawing after another drawing. And it gets a little, I don't know. I don't want to say tiring, but just it's a lot of the same. So having avenues and options is super fun. And you can just kind of get, yeah. Oh, I didn't do a flip book, but I have done flip books and I like flip books, but totally, that's a good way to try. Flip books are really fun. I did mine digitally, so I used Photoshop and then I edited it in After Effects and stuff. But again, I'm a novice, so I just did what I knew, whereas somebody who was a professional animator might be like, yikes, all wrong. But I don't think there's a wrong way to go about it. It's kind of just whatever you're into, whatever you like. So I think that's fun. But there's so many avenues to go. I hear you. It's fun. There's all kinds of places to get stuff. Yeah. Well, and I started not having as much fun, so I had to really find a place where it became fun again. Now I'm having fun again. This is fun. Yeah, it's all fun. It's new. It's fun. I'm enjoying it. Drawing's supposed to be fun. You can see it in the drawing, too. I think the art, you can tell when an artist, even in like a movie and stuff, when the actors are having fun. And I think that's kind of important. I think it shows. And it's, yeah, it's totally all that matters. You're absolutely right. I can remind myself of that. Because it does, everything kind of gets to a point, depending, where it's not as fun. And that's a bummer. So I had to stop and reassess. And now I'm here, which is totally great. Okay. I'm buckling down on this dude. Here we go. This is, again, foreshortening. Not my repartee. No, you're not holding. No, this is why I'm here. No, you're not holding me up at all. Not at all. I just want to make sure that you are getting the content that you showed up for. Then it's still an art channel and not just, like I said, the Appa hour. But no, I love it. You're not holding me up at all. I don't. This is mostly for your benefit and for mine, mostly so I stay sort of on top of really kind of trying to learn. I could talk all day. That is why the format's fun. Because drawing is also one of those things, a lot of the things that I do are like solo activities. So having somebody around is like exciting. This is fun. It's cool. It's cool. I just want to make sure I still have at least something, because like I said, I'm going over. That's okay though. I'm happy to. Going over a little bit, although I need to eat lunch. You're on Central Time, so you know it's known. You know it's time to eat. But I absolutely will finish this, and then I will get back to this book next week, because I have all these poses like picked out here, because I draw pretty fast, so I was like, well, I better have a bunch, but there's still a bunch of this book to go through. So I'll be back with more poses on Tuesday, and then like I said, on Thursday I'll be like doing a background, which is definite weakness of mine. I am not great at backgrounds, so it will be rough. Okay, let me clean this up. You can see I'm just I draw fast, but I mean, it's not, I want it to also be where fast and quality meet. But it's just, I'm very loose. I'm not real worried about it. It's, you know, your time, like, it is, having fun is matters, staying loose matters, I think. Because you can tell on my sketches, like on this one, it's really rough, this one here, I tighten it up as I go, which makes it a lot faster, because I'm thinking about the entire piece, and I'm not getting caught up on any one detail. And that's probably my biggest advice to anybody, any first timers learning how to draw, anybody that's new to art. My biggest advice is structure before detail, and trying to figure out kind of the entirety of what you're drawing first, and then tighten it up as you go. A lot of the detail, particularly like if you're painting or anything like that, the detail comes later. A lot of the detail comes much, much later. So that's why it seems fast. It's because I've already planned out kind of where the lines are gonna go, because I've thought about the entirety of it first. So when I'm ready to put in that detail, then I know exactly kind of what I'm doing and where it's going. It's kind of like a roadmap. Where you know where you're going, it makes it a lot easier. So again, if you are learning how to draw, that's why these how to draw books are really good, because there's not a lot of detail on them. There's no eyelashes, there's no hair, there's no fur. It's literally just, again, almost like a skeleton, like just a structure to draw around. And I think as far as advice goes, that's my biggest advice, like a structure of the drawing and trying to figure out how to make it believable, at least when it comes to character art and character design. Abstract art, whatever. Do what you want, do what you feel, use the colors that feel good. But technical drawing, and even so, you still have to think about kind of composition and stuff too, even when it's abstract. So it's still a big, you know, you're not getting caught up in any one thing. It's about like the whole piece, particularly with abstract art. So that's still, that theory still holds, but definitely with figure art and stuff, I wouldn't spend 20 minutes on eyelashes and then start drawing the arms. It's the other way around, kind of draw everything and then go back and kind of draw it and draw. At least, I mean, that's what I do. Maybe some people can draw like right out of the bat, but I definitely need some like warming up to do it. So that is my biggest advice for anybody new to drawing, which is why I'm also fast, you know, because it's digital and like it doesn't matter. Like I'm a lot slower when it matters, especially like if I'm drawing by hand or using ink or something more permanent. You know, I take a lot more time, but this is, you know, it's digital. But you had asked what I'm using. This is just a tablet monitor. It's not a monitor though, but it's like a pen tablet type thing. And that's what but I have one because I was using it for animation. Because it was just so much faster to draw on screen. I'm not a big fan of scanning because paper and an undo button. I know. It's an eraser. It's an eraser. Erasers are fun. They work. You don't have to do everything in ink. And you can draw lighter. Watch your lead too. But my sketchbook's a mess. Again, my sketchbook where I like draw stuff, it's a total mess, and it's okay for yours to be a mess too. It's just like you said, whatever you're having fun with. I don't think there's any wrong way to do art. I think, but for abstract art, pens are fun. Dude, I have these. I think these are great. Wait, let me find them. I have them. They're these. These are like midnight gel pens. I bought them for something else, but ended up using them for drawing, and I've been using them for drawing ever since. They're Jelly Roll Midnight. I think Sakura makes them. They're this kind. I recommend these. And they weren't all that. And they last forever too. That's the other crazy thing. And the colors are super vibrant. So if you're playing around with pens. Also, since you're a YouTube drawing tutorial person, there's a big movement for drawing with ballpoint pen. So you should look up like ballpoint pen tutorials, like, and why people are saying draw with ballpoint pen. I haven't watched them myself, but I know that it's out there. Oh, you'll like them. These are so cool. I think they're maybe $3 a pop. You don't need a lot of them. Because seriously, they lasted me probably a year, and I was using them all the time. So they're really, and I have them in like every color. I think I bought a set of 12. I'll put them on Amazon on my materials list. I think I bought a 712 for like $10. on Amazon. Not that I'm or buy them at your local art store or whatever you have. Maybe some of the corn is selling it off the side of the road, but yeah, I'll put it in there. They're the Jelly Roll Midnight though, or just jelly. Like I like the Jelly Roll pens. They're really smooth. What pens are you using right now? They don't sell art supplies right off of the side of the cornfield. Is that? I thought maybe they did. I've been to a cornfield. That's true. They don't sell them. They should. Get your art supplies and your salsa. What? So what pens are you? I have to know before the. Oh my gosh, I'm already 10 over. It's fine. I don't need to eat. What pens are you using? Micron. Oh, I used Micron for such a long time. Yeah. I think I have one sitting on my desk. Yeah, I do. These, right? I also like the Tombow calligraphy pens. I've had those too. Those I also really like. If those are the pens that you like, the Tombow ones, I also use these Faber-Castell ones. I don't know if I'm saying it right. That's bad, but these with their brush tip. Because I think those Tombow ones have a brush tip too. Yeah. Those are all great. Yeah. Quality stuff. And I think the Micron ones are actually ink also. I don't think they're strictly markers. Which I like. I like them to have a lot of, like, an easy flow. I don't like them to be too wet or too dry. I don't want them to bleed, but I don't want them to move, and I want them to come out fast. I need to experiment with more. I just use the same stuff until it dies. And then I get more of the same stuff. I wish I was more experimental with my art supplies, but I'm not. I just don't have, like, the budget for it. I need to, like, kind of stick with what I know. But it's because it's so addicting. The art supply store is just. I have to go soon too because the Faber-Castells that I use for my, like, pen and ink stuff, I'm out. And so I need to go get some, and I'm like, oh no, I have to go to the art supply store, like, again. It's so addicting. It's it's candy. It's Halloween candy. It's a problem, and I mean, it's a good, but I mean, I have to buy because I use markers too. Like, I use Prismacolor markers, so because I don't go that often, so I'm like, well, I better load up because I have to drive there, and so, I go and I load up and I'm like, oh no, I'm not going to eat this week, but that's all right. It is okay. I gotta have my art supplies. I have to have the other thing. I just don't skimp on them anymore because it's like, no, I want the good stuff. I want to use what I want to use because if I draw something good, I want it to be quality, right? Hobby Lobby and Walmart. No, Michaels? I'm not saying Michaels is, yeah. So real art stores. You could go online, Dick Blick. There was one called, they have one location. I don't know if you do online shopping or not, but it was called Jerry's Artorama, I think. And I used to buy, no, Michaels. That's okay. Michaels is Michaels. They might, they have stuff. It's like Hobby Lobby. Jerry's Artorama. They have really cheap, like, art supplies, and they don't really have that many physical locations. They have one, I think, somewhere in the New York area, but other than that, they don't. And then, like, Dick Blick is another one. Those are good, and they do online, and I think it's probably cheaper than, like, Hobby Lobby or Walmart. But you know what? I like going to the art place because then you can sit there and, like, draw with the things and stuff. So I get it. Walmart actually has a pretty good kind of arts and crafts section. I went there for cake baking stuff, and they had literally everything. So I hear you. I get it. If those are the options, you do with what you have. Boy, oh, is that right? Does this look right? Now that you're here, you can tell me whether the art is, like, looking right or not. Before I was just like, oh, that's fine. Just guessing. Got neck. It's this pose here. These are really good anatomy reminders. I don't like. It's so. I don't know. Oh, good. All right, I'm on the right track. Okay, I'll stop there and try to do this hand. I mean, I think I was saying this earlier before anybody was in here, that you could sit and draw hands for like a month and it would not be boring. It might be frustrating, but they are good because they have so many, whoops. They have like little joints and stuff. So there's a lot of forms to play with in there, especially when you start breaking them down. That's another big recommendation. Structure and hands. Otherwise, like you said, rule of fun. Whatever is fun. This is weird, this close up. Here we go. It's better. This bigger. There we go. Now I can move around. All right. I'm buckling down. Last couple of details. Here we go. So you said you're relatively new. How new? Like to drawing or to art? Like New Year's resolution new? Like 10 days? A month? You are new. And how many things have you made? Is this like an everyday thing? $15.20 in a month. Wow. Oh, that is exciting. And it's all just like, do you have a sketchbook or is it just on random sheets of paper? Because you're using pen. You're trying to fill a sketchbook or just whatever. I think I did. Put this ribs in. Sketchbook and mixed media book for painting. Big or like book size? Like 9 by 12, 11 by 16? How big? Oh, nice and manageable. Yeah. Oh, that's fun. Paint, mixed media book for painting. So watercolor painting, acrylic painting, gouache. I've never used it. Mixed media. Oh, you have two. You're managing 2 sketchbooks. I have one and I just get the paperwork and put everything in it. But that's just like project management laziness. Oh, pastels. Oh, chalk pastels or like oil? Oh my gosh, I haven't used pastels in such a long time. They're so relaxing. Oil with chalk and as well. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, oil pastels are fun. I would be so good for you. I would be so out of my depth. I would lose complete control over them. Because I'm not like a smudging person. I like everything to be crisp. So, excuse me. I really like I really like watercolor, but that's, I think, for me, it's more of a drawing medium, whereas like oil pastels to me are like very much a painting. I mean, even though it's a stick, like to me, it's like basically painting, but with a stick, so. Oh, it's looking at my throat, it's so dry. Anyway, wow. Well, I want to know. Watercolor is very intimidating. It's basically ink, but with color. Yeah. I don't know why I'm dying here in the last 5 seconds of the stream, but yeah, watercolor is intimidating. It's all about the paper. I'll say that. I think it's a lot about the paper, and just kind of like you have to. It's stages. You have to kind of like let it dry and like see what it does. You have to be, when you use watercolor, I think the key thing about using watercolor is you have to be okay with letting watercolor do what watercolor does. I don't know if that is actual art advice but that's my advice, is just see what it does and like enjoy the texture that comes from it. And just let it be. Whereas with like oil and pens, obviously you have a lot more control over how you want it to look. But with watercolor, it's sort of like me streaming on Twitch. See what happens. Might be cool, might be a disaster, might be a little of both. But either way, fun. So I went over, and that's totally okay. I had so much fun with you, and I had fun drawing this stuff. I'm hoping, 1, I can figure out music. 2, I can figure out how to turn these photos so you can see. Maybe they just all need to be formatted landscape, and that's a me problem. I'm going to try that. I'm going to take the pictures so they're more landscape so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to come up with some more little buddies, like Appa, fuzzy buddies. Try to figure out the rest of that list, round out the list, and figure out the top 10 best furry buddies for all of animation, all of creativity. But good luck with your many sketchbooks the rest of the week. I'll be back Thursday, and I'll also be back Tuesday. If you're back on, no pressure. But hopefully I'll get to talk to you again. It definitely enhanced the experience, for sure. It made my first stream, like, amazing. I'm so excited. It was nice meeting you, too. I will see you next time. Thank you so much.